My name is MaryAnn, and I'm a nutrition educator with the SNAP-Ed New York program. And today I'm going to be teaching you a lesson from Serving Up My Plate, You Be the Chef, about fresh farm produce. So for today, we're going to be diving into what foods to eat more of and explain that nutrients in our foods help us grow and stay healthy. And we want to make sure that we don't forget that we want to make half of our plate fruits and vegetables while varying our veggies. So before we get started, I want us to take a look at our My Plate and see if we can remember what those 5 food groups are and why they are so important for us to have a healthy and balanced meal. So for starters, we are going to start with fruits. Have you ever gone apple picking before? Well, those apples are a part of the fruit group. Next, we have our vegetables. Have you ever gone through a corn maze before? Well, that corn grown on that farm is a vegetable. Next, we have our grains or our bread. Next, we are going to have our protein. So our eggs are going to be a part of this protein group, but so is our chicken and beef. And then finally, we have our dairy group. So that milk that you're drinking at breakfast and lunch comes from a cow at a dairy farm. So by making these healthy choices from all 5 of these food groups, we are going to be a lot more likely to get all of the nutrients that we need to help us do what we want and need to do better. So each food group provides us with different nutrients that are essential for our bodies to grow. And as a reminder, we want to make sure that we are making half of our plate fruits and vegetables while varying our veggies. So we've been talking a lot about this word nutrient, right? What even is a nutrient? It's okay if you've never heard of it before, we're going to go over it. So a nutrient is something that is found in food that our body uses to grow and stay healthy. Different nutrients do different things for our bodies, and they make it so that we can stay nice and healthy to be able to do all the things that we want, okay? So nutrients, they give us energy to play hard, all right? They also strengthen our bones and muscles. They keep us healthy, and finally, they keep our skin glowing. So our fruits and vegetables that we want to be having offer lots of nutrients like vitamin C, potassium, and zinc, which help protect our immune system and keep us healthy. So that's why it's so important to be making half of our plate fruits and vegetables while varying our veggies. So now let's take a little deeper dive and talk about what the nutrients help us do from day to day. So what do they do? Why do we need them? Why do we want energy? Well, we need energy to be able to think. We also need energy to be able to walk. We even need energy to breathe and blink. Okay, everything that we are doing, we need to have that energy. We also need that energy to be able to play sports, to be able to dance, do our homework well, and our favorite, hang out with all our friends. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about where our food comes from next. So our food is going to come from one farm or another. And there are certain fruits and vegetables that are grown right here locally in New York State. So they include apples, corn, beets, garlic, strawberries, blueberries, grapes, lettuce, and pumpkins. So the next time you're filling up half of your plate with fruits and vegetables, remember your local farmers grew that food to be able to give you those nutrients and provide you with the energy that your bodies need. Okay, so now let's take all of this knowledge that we've been learning today and put it all together to make a tasty and nutritious meal that incorporates lots of nutrients. Okay, so I'm going to show you some pictures on the screen here that are going to represent some items that you can commonly found at your local farmer's market that was grown by farmers. So we are either going to combine some or all of these items to create a healthy and tasty meal. So for starters, we have a whole wheat tortilla from our grain group. Next, we have low-fat cream cheese from our dairy group. And then we are going to have lots of vegetables, okay? These are going to include tomatoes, peppers, carrots, broccoli, and zucchini. So all of these different vegetables are really going to help us reach half of our plate, fruits and vegetables, while varying our veggies. Okay, so if we were going to combine all of these ingredients, I want to show you what I would make with this. So we would make this very delicious and nutritious crunchy veggie wrap. Wow, this looks absolutely tasty to me, and it's gonna help me reach half of my plate fruits and vegetables while varying my veggies. Now, don't worry, it's completely okay if you don't like one of the vegetables that we had here. Don't be afraid to substitute it with something that maybe you already have in the house or something that your taste buds love. Now, let's see one of my friends, Caitlin, make this crunchy veggie wrap. And don't you worry, I'm going to be sending you this recipe with our lesson today.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, SNAP-Ed Educator with Cornell Cooperative Extension, and today I'll be showing you how to make crunchy vegetable wraps. Start off with our cream cheese, and I'll be mixing it in a bowl until smooth. Making your own flavored cream cheese spread might be healthier than store-bought alternatives, because you can limit some of the saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars, which in excess might increase your risk of diseases. With our cream cheese smooth, it'll be easier to stir in our ranch seasoning. I'll also be adding our chives into this mixture as well. To do so, you can finely chop them with a knife, but I decided to use clean kitchen scissors to easily cut them right into our cream cheese. Once combined, cover your bowl and set it in the fridge to chill. For our carrots, the recipe says to peel and grate them. The red and orange vegetables, like today's carrots, tomatoes, and red peppers, are high in beta-carotene, which gets converted into vitamin A. Next, let's seed and dice our red bell peppers. Starting from the top, cut along the edges of your pepper, carefully slicing around the seeds. At the end, you'll be left with some clean pepper slices that you can slice into strips and then dice into smaller squares. Our last vegetable to dice in this red and orange group is our tomatoes. A fun fact about tomatoes is that they should be kept in room temperature, away from direct sunlight. Storing them in the fridge will affect their flavor, so only refrigerate them if you can't use them before they spoil. Now let's move on to our vegetables in the other subgroup, which are our zucchini and summer squash. These should be cut into small strips like so. Having a meal full of fiber-rich vegetables can help you feel fuller longer with fewer calories. The last vegetable in today's recipe is broccoli. I'll be chopping these into bite-sized pieces. Along with broccoli, the dark green vegetable group mainly includes dark leafy greens, such as spinach, kale, turnip greens, mustard greens, and collard greens. All of our ingredients are finally ready, so now it's time to assemble them into a wrap. First, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of our cream cheese mixture onto the tortilla. Next, sprinkle your vegetables on top. All the vegetables together. That way I can easily scoop all my vegetables in one go. With your veggies in place, roll your tortilla tightly. To help the wrap hold its shape better, you can chill it in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours before serving. Once you're ready to serve, use a sharp knife to slice your wrap into circles, or you can eat it like a burrito. And there you have it, crunchy vegetable wraps. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for joining me.
Here is my contact information here on the slide if you would like to schedule virtual programming utilizing Zoom or Google Classroom. And if you would like in-person programming, SNAP-Ed follows the latest CDC guidelines and would be more than happy to stop into your classroom. I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. This material was funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider. We know that the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but small changes can make a really big difference. Start today by getting involved with SNAP-Ed New York. The program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits. We want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy.